The debt ceiling drama is a political showdown that could have serious consequences for the U.S. economy and the world. But while lawmakers are busy playing chicken with the nation's creditworthiness, they are ignoring the real issues that affect the economic well-being of Americans, such as inflation, unemployment, income inequality, climate change, and public health. Inflation is a persistent problem that erodes the purchasing power of consumers and businesses. It makes everything more expensive, from food and gas to housing and health care. It also reduces the value of wages and savings, hurting workers and savers alike. The annual inflation rate in the U.S. reached 6.2% in April, the highest since unemployment is another challenge that hampers the recovery from the pandemic-induced recession. Millions of Americans are still out of work or underemployed, struggling to find jobs that match their skills and pay decent wages. The unemployment rate in the U.S. was 6% in April, well above the pre-pandemic level of 3.5%. Many workers have also dropped out of the labor force altogether, discouraged by the lack of opportunities. Income inequality is a long-standing issue that has worsened during the pandemic. The gap between the rich and the poor has widened, as the wealthy have benefited from soaring stock prices and tax cuts, while the poor have suffered from job losses and reduced income support. The top 1% of earners in the U.S. captured 20% of total income in 2020, up from 16%, and the bottom 50% of earners saw their share of income fall from 13% to 12% over the same period. Climate change is a looming threat that poses serious risks to the environment and the economy. It causes more frequent and severe weather events, such as droughts, floods, wildfires, and hurricanes that damage infrastructure and disrupt supply chains. It also affects human health, agriculture, biodiversity, and national security. The economic cost of climate change in the U.S. could reach $500 billion per year by public health is a vital issue that has been exposed by the pandemic. The U.S. has been hit hard by COVID-19, with over 33 million cases and over 590,000 deaths as of May. The pandemic has revealed the weaknesses of the U.S. healthcare system, such as lack of access, affordability, quality, and preparedness. It has also highlighted the disparities in health outcomes among different groups, such as racial minorities, low-income households, and rural communities. These are some of the real issues that affect the economic well-being of Americans. They deserve more attention and action from policymakers than the debt ceiling drama, which is a self-inflicted crisis that could be easily avoided. Raising the debt ceiling is not a matter of increasing spending or borrowing. It is a matter of paying for what Congress has already approved. Failing to do so would be irresponsible and reckless, risking a default that could trigger a global financial meltdown. The debt ceiling drama is a distraction from the real issues that matter to Americans. It is time for lawmakers to stop playing games with the nation's finances and focus on solving the problems that affect people's lives.